left hand. Anyway, today devotion is from Emmet Fox around the year with Emmet Fox. This one is called A Thrilling Experiment. Why not make the following experiment, which will not only be thrillingly interesting, but will certainly teach you more in one day than you could learn from books or lectures in many weeks. Here's what you have to do. For one whole day, think, speak, and act exactly as you would as if you were absolutely convinced of the truth of the statements that God has all power and infinite intelligence, and that God's nature is infinite goodness and love. To think in this manner all day will be the most difficult thing, because thought is so subtle. To speak in accordance with these truths will be easier if you are vigilant. To act in accordance with them will be the easiest part, although it may require much in the way of moral courage. And this is from Romans 4:21. And being fully persuaded that what he had promised, he was able also to perform. Well, I blew that already. Getting Ariana ready for work. I time it just so. At the last minute or so, I get my coffee in my travel mug, and I'm reaching for the half, and I don't realize it's open and it's full. So of course it spills all over me, over the floor, and I've got Scarlett the pug who's licking up stuff, trying to push her away, getting towels, getting the towels wet, wiping everything off. Time is clicking away, and I'm getting more and more frustrated because I hate being late, although sometimes I do get late. But I'm not in a very good mood. So there's silence as I'm speeding through to get to work, which is usually about 12, 13 minutes away. I got there in 10 minutes, so she was 2 minutes late, but didn't start the morning off real well. So I'm thinking act accordingly, think accordingly. Well, yeah, I kind of. The good thing is I'm able to reset, take it from this moment on, and reset myself and forget about that. It's not going to do any good to dwell on that. All I can do now is to reset and think and act accordingly, that God is all in all, intelligence, like he said, goodness and love, and try to act as if, when you're in sales, you act as if you're a good salesperson, good sales rep. If you want a certain qualities, act as if you have those qualities that you want, and if you act into it. So for today, acting into those qualities that make me remember that God is God, and that I'm human, and that God is in charge, and all those things. So with that, let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we know that you are all in all. Help us to continually remember that throughout our day, to act and think in those things that are out of our control, but they're certainly within your parameters, because you are creating all this life that we see around us. But help us to understand, and help us to realize that you are all in all, and to have our best interests in heart. In your name we pray. Amen. So this week, Tuesday night, the worship team will be getting together to talk about worship and what that means, if we're going to still remain online, or if we'll start doing in-person, outdoors, small gatherings. We'll have to see and look at the statements from the Department of Health from Wisconsin. So that's Tuesday night. Thursday night, council will meet for our regular council meeting, and one of the topics will be what we'll do with worship and those kinds of things. For me, it's really hard not being in person, being able to see people, touch people, shake hands, give hugs, actually see people in the pews. So adjustments are being made, but it's been difficult, and trying to make the best of things, but we'll see what next steps are. So we'll keep you apprised with that. One of the things I wanted to ask too, and you can type me individually in my Brent TLC, Pastor Brent TLC at Gmail, or on Facebook comments. What's one of the hardest things that's for you during this pandemic time? just could be one thing that you want to share, and we'll see how you're doing, kind of a temperature gauge for how you're doing with all of this. Anyway, blessings to you, and we'll see how this GoPro works. I'll continue to try this. Anyway, blessings.